So we are back with another episode of Truth Devil. It's been a while.
Yes.
I have Brad here in the corner,
Yes.
ready to try and not laugh.
Nisha puts Bradley in the corner.
Nobody puts Bradley in the corner. It's been a while since we've done one of these, and I kind of miss it because, who doesn't love a good laugh? And trying to make sense of what the fuck Google Translate is talking about. If anyone is new to this format, I'm an editor, or was an editor for Fiend, because I'm not anymore, because Karl does it. So Karl, who runs the Fiend channel, writes articles about random facts about everything, pretty much. And what Truth Devil is I take those articles, run it through Google Translate and read it back. So the article that I've chosen for this episode is The Zombies in Shaun of the Dead earned... Brad.
There's a cold breeze on my knee.
Anyway, The Zombies in Shaun of the Dead earned £1 per day, which I believe you recorded with Karl back in the day.
Yes, I don't know how much of it I would remember.
The gist is The Zombies earned £1 a day.
Thanks.
But yeah, if you want to see the original article in video form, there'll be a link in the description. And obviously a link to the original article, which is what I have copied and pasted.
Get on with it.
It's hard to believe that Shaun of the Dead will gross $30 million.
Will it?
Not like, how old is it
I
now?
wonder what the budget was.
It's like 15 years old, isn't it now?
When you do the title.
Oh, I ain't done the title, no!
You're forgetting your own format.
Oh yeah, so what we normally do is I run the title through Google Translate, so I know what to call the video.
I have a guess.
We do that in time as well.
So the zombies are £1 a day. I don't reckon it'll know how to translate pound as currency. So I'm going to say it'll say, the people in Dead Shaun earned a punch a day.
A punch? Oh, like pound,
Like
yeah,
a pound,
yeah,
yeah.
I see. It is. Zombies in Shanks of the Living Dead gain £1 a day.
Shanks?
They gain £1 a day. So, just zombies just gaining weight.
It's getting heavier. It's all that fatty human meat they're eating. Yes, tell me all about Shanks of the Living Dead.
It's hard to believe that Shaun of the Dead will gross $30 million and become one of the best movies of the century. Fucking hell. That's a lot. That's a lot of years.
But one of the best movies of the century. When did it come out?
2007?
It's a bit ambitious, considering that the century has barely even started.
Despite having more films than any other. It was a commercial success thanks to Edgar Wright's brilliant performance.
Oh, yes, he was great in that, wasn't he?
According to director Edgar Wright, this decision cost him because he refused to hire another director in order to make more money. After finalising the budget, Wright gets to work, sifting every penny from the love egg to make the best decisions for the best budget.
Sifting every penny from the love egg? I'm trying to make sense of this. Isn't a love egg one of those little vibrating sex toys?
Actors wanted more money to make movies, so Wright's first job was to cut costs.
Oh, so you can give the actors more money. That makes sense, yeah.
Makes sense. Kate Winslet and Helen Damien Mirren.
I've always wondered what her middle name was.
began to think about the role of Liz and Barbara. Without the money to hire the highest talent, Wright decided to hire only those who appeared in the sitcom Cosmos. What is his job?
Spaced is what Cosmos is.
Just ends it. What is his job?
Well, apparently it's writer, actor and director, according to this so far. And financier.
Speaking to Speed. With a capital S.
So there's someone called
Someone's
Speed, not the
called
drug.
Speed.
Not just chatting to his drugs.
Wright told fans of the sitcom that he was hired for £1 at first and formed a team to try to escape from the trials of Simon Pegg.
Oh my. I remember that comic book line where Wright and Speed teamed up to battle the trials of Simon Pegg.
So none other than Nick Frost dropped the ball on this movie.
That sounds like a fantastic name of like a documentary about like the rough upbringing of Simon Pegg.
Oh, I'm thinking like the trials of Simon Pegg. I'm thinking like Saw. This fucking jigsaw. As if the pounds weren't enough time. That makes sense.
Wait, so pound is a currency, weight, and a measurement of time now?
Time is money and all that. Wright worked on some zombies for hours. Wright worked on some zombies for hours.
Was this with his love egg? To get those pennies out?
Standing in front of the window and...
Oh no.
beating them. And then, this is just a sentence on its own. I always want an hour of truth.
Me too. Just 1 hour of truth is all I need. Tell me.
Right. To save even more money, Wright decided to turn down the volume of each scene.
Oh, I get it, because you use more electricity to have the speakers higher.
To turn down the volume of each scene in the film in order to shoot as many shots as possible in one day.
What was that? What was it originally?
To further save money, Wright planned the shit out of every scene in the movie to maximise the amount of footage they could shoot in one day.
Where's the word volume? I can't...
Maximise?
Maybe?
Perhaps the best example of this is when Shane visits the local grocery store before and after the zombie outbreak.
Did you see that Simon Pegg recently recreated that walk?
No?
I can't remember the context, but he was trying to one-up something that somebody else did. And he starts off just walking down the street saying, like, I don't think I'm going to be able to one-up what this person did. And then you realise as he's walking that he's recreating the whole thing.
Oh, that's
he
amazing.
trips over the curb again and he goes into the shop. And
That's
yeah,
really cool.
it was a fun little Easter egg for people.
I love stuff like that.
So I thought what I'd do is I'd just pop across the road, buy a cornetto, and
Believe it or not, all of these shots were taken on the same day as the first day of action.
The first day of the action with the love eggs. We're painting a very big story here.
Isn't that enough?
That's what it says, isn't that?
It is also Edgar Wright's first film. I doubt that.
I think it might have been.
Wait, hold on.
I think it was his first feature film.
Major film, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's worked on other stuff.
Yeah, but he was a very young director. This is a big point of the article.
His
Is that
turning
he was
point,
he was very early in his career.
Perhaps this was because Wright began the risky first day shoot of the entire film, as Wright had little experience working as a dynamic director under the direction of a production team. That's a fucking sentence.
Dynamic direction, the direction of production, dynamic direction, the direction of production team.
Dynamic direction. Oh my god. Dynamic director under the direction of the production team. After the first day of filming, no one doubted Wright's talent.
That part is true. People are also learning if they haven't gone back and looked at the article or watched the video. Or...
Yeah, I mean, there's some sense in there.
People are coming here for the facts to the bit
This
to the
video
translated
they've seen.
parody. I just wanted to learn about Edgar Wright.
Canon music includes 3 images, sounds and music, honouring the deceased in the morning by playing another lesser-known song. Thanks to Wright's passion, talent and skill, the film cost less than Hollywood's To the Moon.
Ah, that famous movie, Hollywood's To the Moon.
That last paragraph was shambles.
I didn't get any of that.
The final result was a movie filmed on a tighter budget than the moon landing. Translated it to the Hollywood film To the Moon. Thoughts? Debrief.
I really want to see the trials of Simon Pegg. That's all I've taken away from this. Is that there is an alternate universe somewhere out there where there is either a film or a TV show or a documentary called The Trials of Simon Pegg.
But yeah, so what I've gathered from it is Edgar Wright is a good director.
Well, and an actor apparently.
And a performer.
Yeah.
And he has some secret love egg. Which I don't know what that is. Please comment below.
Anyone out there, tweet him asking about his love egg. Thank you for watching whatever video this is, and thank you to our lovely patrons. Without you, we couldn't keep making content. Why am I saying it like this?
You sound like some game announcer.
And also a big thank you to our VIPs. Speaking of game shows, have you seen that one hosted by Sloane Rockefeller called J-Grid?
Yes, because my friend Aaron Glosson went on it the other day, actually.
How did they do?
They lost to Patrick Hennigar.
I can't believe that. I once went on a game show and my opponents were Nesta Aylman and Sam Bartram, and Sam Bartram kicked my fucking ass. You should just see the next name in the list.
Is it because you really struggled on that difficult round called Smitty Waver Jagerman Jensen? He was #1? Number 1?
Well done. Yes, that was the reason, but it was also because I'd been practicing the day before with Brina Lawless and just couldn't pick up what I was supposed to do.
Well, I'll tell you what game I think you'd really be good at. That one, it's a new on ITV. It's called Xanomaly.
Ah, yeah. I remember that one. It's the one that's on straight after Denny Speaks, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the famous host G.
G, I love G. G, the only other thing I've seen G in was Cowtessa.
Wait, is that a game show or a program? What is that?
You just want me to do the next one, don't you?
Wait. Oh no, that's such a cool name.
Well, I've stolen it. It's a TV program starring the legendary Duke Schnooklies as Darth Turkey 28.
Oh, I think I've heard about that one with the supervillain Nyx.
Yes, Nyx was from that famous comic book line called Bubba P.
Written by Chibisa Matiware.
Classic.
I'm trying.
And I think the artist was Amy Brundridge. Some of these are easy, I just can't read them. Amy Brundridge was the artist there. They also worked with Matt Gilbert on that famous comic book line Lyndon B. Johnson.
Oh, I think that's the sequel to Michelle Holloman, isn't it?
Yes, oh, I love that. I really wish they'd bring that back, but I think they're now working on Rael E. Walters instead.
Oh, I can't wait. Whee!
We're so good at this.
Yes, thank you again.
Cheers, patrons.
Thanks.
Sorry about the butchering of the names.
Yes, please let us know how to pronounce them.
I'd love it if G came in and was like, it's pronounced G.